What is up, YouTube? We are back with another video going over the stock market and the 5 things I learned this year. Even in the pandemic, even with some losses, even with some gains, I want to give y'all some great tips. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who wants to help you. So let's get into the video. First rule, guys. The stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, Lloyd, you already knew that. For some reason, I knew it too, but when the money started getting good and I started making $1,000, $2,000 a day, I was like, man, I'm going to be rich. And it's going to happen in a year. But lo and behold, a root of awakening happened, stock correction happened, and now we are where we are. All right? I made some good money. I lost some good money. So that's why I'm here to help you guys. Make sure you invest in good companies, number one, all right? And we'll continue to talk about that through this thing. Build for the future and have a plan, all right? The market is not here for you to make, $2 million and be a millionaire in a day, a week, a year, 2 years, all right? Build it out over time, and that can happen. If it happens quickly, hey, we good, we Gucci, we Louis. But if it doesn't, make sure you have a plan in place. And like I said, have good companies. And if you are up on a good penny stock, and make sure you let that thing go like a bad habit. Let it go. So what's the rule? The rule is don't take the market as a get-rich-quick scheme. Be smart. I'll have another video going over this in more detail as well. Next rule. These pennies ain't loyal. What Chris Brown say? These ain't loyal. That's the same type of mentality you gotta have towards the stocks, especially penny stocks. All right. Now, a lot of times, them blue chip companies, the big companies, they loyal. Them are wife material. All right. You take them home, you build a family with them. All right. And that's what I want you guys to do in the market with good companies: Apple, Tesla, Google, Walmart, Microsoft, so forth and so forth. You guys know the rules. Adidas, so forth, and a lot of other companies. But a lot of times, these penny stocks, they are not loyal, and they will go up and look great, do well for you, and then immediately drop and never come back. Now, sometimes they will. In this case, you can see my portfolio. I have a lot of pennies. One of my favorite pennies, I've been riding and dying with it, is JAGX, and it is killing me. All right, but I'm gonna just try to hold out, lower my cost average, and hope that it gets better. But I was up $5,000 on this stock. Now I'm down $3,000. So you can look at this fool right here. Take it from me. Don't trust these pennies. Don't trust what Twitter, Instagram, Stock Twitch is telling you. It's going to go to $10. You're going to be rich. Buy the Lambos. Rocket emojis. Don't trust it. If you up some money, get that money at least at the bare minimum. Take what you put in out and let the rest ride so you don't lose any money. Or take a little bit off the top plus what you put in. Put that on your family or put it in a nice company. All right. Pennies are great. I love pennies. I'm a penny man. All right. But you cannot trust them because they are what? They're not loyal. On to the next tip. All right, y'all. Next tip. Make sure you buy stocks in increments. All right. What do I mean by that? Explain. I'm going to explain. All right. Big thing here is if you want to put $1,000 on a stock, let's just say you're going to put $1,000 on the stock JAGX. All right. There's no need for you to put $1,000 at 130. All right. Because if you put that $1,000 at 130 and then it goes down to $1, you just lost 30%. All right. But let's say you want to put $1,000 eventually. Now, okay, let me put 200 down at 130. If it goes up a little bit, I'll put another 2,000 down. If it goes down to one, and have a plan, like I always say, have a plan, a game plan. Why do you think teams have game plans? Right? So that when things happen, they can make adjustments. So that's why we got to have plans as well in the stock market as new investors. So if the stock is at 130, put my $200 down at 130. All right, and let's say if it goes back down some to 120, 110, I can put another $200 down. All right, because that's what I may want. And let's say if it goes down to $1, put another $200 down. It goes down to 80 cents, put another $200 down. So this way I'm lowering my cost average, and my average may only be $1. And since I believe in this company, I trust this company, then when it goes up, I have the same amount of shares as I would have if I put in at 130, but at 150 I may be up even more than I would be if I had started out at 130. All right, so and then I can also add to that as well. So make sure that you don't just put all your money, whatever you want to put in the stock, don't just put it all in at once. Sometimes I do that all the time, and so that's one thing that I'm working on, one thing that I learned. That's why I'm creating this video for you. So on to the next tip. It's a good one right here. Do not panic sell. We got too many people that's scared. They can't hold. They don't got them diamond hands. They don't want to enjoy the struggle. All right? You got to be able to love the suck. That's what my old coach used to say. Not really a great analogy, but whatever. You got to do, but you do got to be able to understand when things get tough. If you feel like you're in a good company, you got to be able to wait it out. All right? Do not stress. Do not panic sell at 50, 60%. Like I did. I did that with IDX. I was down about 40, 50%. I could have lowered my cost average, which is a tip that I want you guys to take in with this as well as not panic and sell. If you trust in a company or you're down a lot in a company, lower the cost average instead of just losing out on 50, 60, 70% of what you put in a company. All right. Now, if you're, 10%, let that go. All right. Let it go. Go on to something else. But if you're down over 30, 40%, lower that cost average and try to wait it out and wait for that stock to pop back up. Be patient. All right. You just got to think in life, where we graded everything when we first started, when you first get in the stock, if it goes down some, be patient. Just don't panic sell and give away free money. You worked hard for that money. Don't just give it away. All right. Like I said, I was in IDX. All right. I had it at 80 cents or at 240. That was my average. It went down to 80 cents. I should have lowered my cost average. But what did this fool do? I sold at a big loss. Almost 1K. That's right. 1K. One bang. All for 3 weeks later to be $3. I could have tripled my money. My average would probably been like 180. And I would have been up good. It's at like 240 right now. I bet if I checked it right now, it'd be at like 240. So I would have been probably even better because lower than that because I would have lowered my cost average. So, tips. This is why I'm making this video. Don't panic sell. Have them diamond hands and make sure if you're in a bad situation, lower your cost average. Comprende? Comprende. Next tip. Here's my last tip for you guys. Make sure you invest in good companies, as I said at the beginning of this video. All right, because that is so important. If you're in a good company, it's going to do well. Just like Disney in the pandemic. These fools found a way to make more money, come up with a streaming plan. Their parks and all that's closed, what they made a lot of money on, and they came up with a freaking best-selling streaming service, outdoing everybody, Netflix and all, because that's what they do. They're a great company. They continue to be great, and they're going to be great until Jesus come back. But you have other companies that suck, all right, that are not great companies. And so those are the companies we kind of want to stay away from or get in and get out like we talked about. Don't trust them pennies. So that is my last tip. Make sure you're in good companies so that they stand the test of time, all right? Even when pandemics happen, the economy's down, these companies always find a way to bounce back, always find a way to be relevant, all right? Other thing that I want to put in here at the end, this is one thing that I struggle with. I was up good, all right? On my Webull account, I don't have that up right now. I would suggest you guys get a Webull. Check the link, download if you want to get 2 free stocks. If you're not investing on there, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks, and you also help me out as well. So go make sure you go do that. All right. But here is my account right here. I was up. Wait. Let me go. Let me do this right. I was up. Look at that. And look where I was at. Negative 700. Went up to here in February. Things was good. About to buy a new car for the wifey. Cause I just knew things was gonna continue to go up. I was telling people, make sure y'all get in the market, man. This money good right now. And then it went crashing down. Went crashing. Alright? But that's why you gotta be in good companies. And I wasn't in some of the best companies, and that's why I'm trying to help you guys out. You know what I mean? So I'm continuing to learn, and as I learn, I want to help you guys out as well. Other thing is, don't get discouraged. I was discouraged. Alright? Every day I saw all that blood, as that's what you say in the stock market when it's down. A bear market, a bloody market. It was bloody. Bloody. Freddy Krueger on Am Street slashing people bloody. Alright? But you gotta find ways. Find ways to get better. Find ways to survive even in these tough times. Alright? And so don't get discouraged. Continue to grind, continue to move. I talked to a financial advisor. He was saying when the pandemic first happened, a lot of stocks were down by a lot. 40, 50%. All right? And a lot of people, what they do, they panic sold, they got discouraged, get my money out. All 4, 5, 6 months later, for these companies that hit all-time highs than they ever were before, and people triple and doubling their money. All right? So make sure you do not panic sell. Do not, get too anxious or too worried or looking at your stocks every day. Like I said, plan to make sure you are in for the long term. And if short term things happen, great things happen, well, good for you, right? But you got a plan, and it's long term, and you're going to do things the right way. So, hey, I'm Lloyd with Daily Cash Stocks. Continue to give you guys good content. Make sure you like, subscribe to this video. I'll see y'all later. Peace.